Hi.
Ayan na sila! Chantal of Cebu City and Angelica of Palawan. And si Lou, am I right? Lou will join us in a bit because she said she's still in nasa Grab pa daw siya. But yeah, she'll be joining us in a bit. So before anything else, thank you so much, girls, for giving us. I know that you guys are so busy and you have an early flight going to Boracay.
Yeah.
Excited. Why is this the first out of town trip of the pageant?
Yeah.
We're so excited. I think we're also scared that we might not.
Why? Why are you
No,
scared?
ayos naman that we'll arrive late or something.
Is this a surprise or you guys know that you're going out of town? Meron bang mga I'm not ready for
No.
this. I need to rush and get some things because I wasn't prepared for this. May mga ganun ba kayo meron?
No.
Yeah, I think they told us about it a while ago naman, but I don't think we're ever quite ready.
But I've never been to Boracay, so I'm feeling very excited.
Ah,
So it's my first time.
but are you really missing something if you're from Palawan? Like, hello.
Yeah.
For
Well,
me,
you raised a
Palawan is
point.
like, the top of
Yeah.
I have
everything.
a question, Angelica. Angelica, since we brought
Yeah.
it up, what's like a place that all tourists should visit in Palawan? Because like I know that like
Ooh.
El Nido and all of those places are
Yeah.
famous, but
Mm-mm.
like what's your favorite place?
Well, I think they should add on their list Balabac Palawan because there's
Uy,
a lot of
where is
Virgin
that?
Islands there. And yeah,
Balabak?
Balabac Palawan, it's actually 7 hours away from the city proper.
Mm-mm.
But to tell you guys, it's very beautiful. Like I went there last month. So when I got to Balabac Palawan, I was so yeah. It's like they call it the Maldives in the Philippines. Yeah.
Talaga?
Yeah, because the waters are super clear and super clean. It's like a swimming pool. Like you can see
Talaga?
anything that's yeah, it's super transparent. So
Kasi nakapunta na ako ng Maldives. So, kung talagang Maldives siya ng Palawan, oh my God, Maldives is like paradise. Sobrang ganda talaga. Pero, at this stage of the competition, do you have anything in mind na may isip mo, I wish somebody told me about? Do you guys have that?
Yeah,
Chantal muna, tapos si Angelica.
I feel like when I arrived, I brought so many outfits. I had like three maletas worth of outfits, and then I got to Holiday Inn, and I was like, okay, this is not enough. I need more.
It's
And
not, it's
yeah,
not
I just
enough.
yeah, it was not enough. I swear it was not enough. So I wish people had told me like like whatever you brought, bring more na lang.
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah. Well, as for me, I don't think I have any because even before entering the bubble or joining Miss Universe Philippines, my manager already told me about what we will be bringing or what will be like the activities of a national pageant. So I think I'm pretty like good with it because I was able to prepare my things and all of that I will be needing in the competition. So I'm just very grateful that my team is very hands on with that. Yeah.
How about expectations with since you already went to the bubble, you were able to meet the girls, you were able to bond a little. What were your expectations and ano yung mga hindi na meet and na meet sa mga expectations ninyo?
Do you want to go first, Angelica?
Oh, well, the girls are very kind and supportive and easy to talk to.
Mm-mm.
Because I heard a rumor before that in joining beauty pageants or national pageants, there are some girls who would treat you like, like a competition. And they would treat you with disrespect and something like that.
Mm-mm.
But when I first saw the ladies in Miss Universe Philippines, I was actually shocked because all of us are just like sisters. And so far, wala pa naman po akong nakikita na like nagsusungit or like sasabi nilang attitudes. So yeah, I'm just very happy with that. And of course, one thing with the organization as well, because I never expected that the staff who are working with the MUPH organization will be like very supportive when it comes to taking care of the ladies. Like they will ask you if you haven't eaten dinner yet, then they will give you food, and they will help you, really help you with your wardrobes or anything that you will be needing inside the bubble. So I'm just really grateful to be part of this team actually. So yun lang naman po in my part.
And yeah, Chantal.
I agree with that actually, especially the last part because I expected that we would go into this like dieting, that they would force us to starve and force us to, do intermittent fasting, all of those techniques. But actually, there's so much food, so much food, and it's all good food. Like today, there were cookies. There's always fruits, and for snacks we had burgers. Okay, imagine like, and that was a good burger too, and I was so happy with it, really. And then, like, not to be that person, but my roommate and I, we had cake 3 nights in a row, and like
Yeah.
I'm shocked that it's so
Same here. Same here. I want to finish the whole rice because they are
relaxing.
serving fried rice, garlic rice, and it's my favorite actually. Yeah, but sometimes my conscience is killing me. Like, oh, my mind is talking to me like, oh, if you finish that, then your manager will get mad at you like
Oh,
that. But no, it's just parang ano lang siya, like self discipline actually. But sometimes I was thinking that I want to eat this. I want to eat this really. Like I want to finish this one. But yeah.
you,
Francesca ba yun? Yung ayun, tama ba? Si Pupa is Francesca?
yeah.
Ayun siya. Hi! She'll be joining us tomorrow. Anyways, grabe kayo guys, pero alam nyo guys, totoo talaga yon. When you're in a competition, it doesn't matter how much you eat because you're gonna keep on losing weight because of the stress. You're not even sleeping much. So kahit na kumain pa kayo ng isang buong pizza every day, you're not gonna gain weight during the competition ha. Pero babawi yan after. in, in our experience. After, parang bakit nag-gain weight kahit walang kinakain? But during the competition, talagang you're losing weight. And maybe because the adrenaline, di ba? Kaya you're just eating whatever. And wag ka nang makonsensya, Angelica, eat it. If it will make you happy. If the garlic rice will make you happy, then go. If it will lessen your stress, then go for it.
Yeah.
At
I'll
this
take note
point
of
of the
that.
competition, what do you want the viewers, the pageant fans to know about you? Na parang feeling mo you haven't, they haven't seen this side of me yet.
Oh, you wanna go first, Chantal?
Sure. I mean, I feel like when the viewers see me, they see a very bubbly, excited person. And that's true. That is me. But I think up until we got into the bubble, nobody really noticed that I am a very hardworking and determined person. And so people were shocked to see, me diligently taking my outfit pictures, me posting my stuff on time, people really started to notice me because I had been preparing for so long, but it's just that not many people really saw it. And so that those are kind of the expectations that people have of me. I'm bubbly, I'm a bit ditzy maybe, but people seem to forget sometimes that I'm here for a reason and that I'm not gonna let that reason go just for anything, and that I'm gonna fight for this crown like anybody else. So yeah, that's one expectation that I hope I was able to disprove. Hello,
I
Lou.
knew!
Hi.
Ayan, she's here now. Welcome!
Sorry.
Okay, Angelica, go, go, go. Your thing.
Okay. Well, as
Go
for
ahead.
me, I want the people to see me as someone who is authentic
Mm-mm.
because I've started my pageant career very, very young. And other people thought that I'm living a good life. Like everything was good and better. And it's like I never experienced struggles.
Mm-mm.
But through MUPH, I want people to see me as someone who has also vulnerabilities, who has also struggled a lot in the past just to, earn money, to use modeling and pageantry as a way to support myself, and not only myself but also my family as well. And yeah, I just really want to radiate that kind of authenticity to other people, so that I'll be able to inspire them more and influence them to do the same, because it's really important that you don't hide or filter anything about you, and just be true to yourself. Yeah.
Right, right. Luna, rinig mo ba yung question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you Ate to repeat the question.
Ayun, sabi ko, at this point of the competition, what are the things about you that you wish the pageant fans know?
Ooh, I see. I believe just one thing that I wish they'd notice better is me being a veteran. Doesn't really guarantee me a spot of winning, and I'm not really complacent. Um, I don't really put it to myself that I'll be winning any competition I'm in, honestly. I wish they'd see the effort and the improvements that I consistently work on myself.
Mm-mm.
Because there is the tendency when people think just because I've done this before, na it's a guarantee. But of course there's no guarantee, and I just really hope that people would notice the work that I'm doing to get to the crown. I think yun lang talaga at MJ. It's like there's really that dedication and hard work behind every pageant girl,
Mm-mm.
and I it's way beyond the glitz and the glamour.
Teka, bakit kamukha mo ang Mari ko? Maring Janine.
Sino? Ah!
Bakit kamukha
I,
mo yung kumare ko? May nagsabi na ba,
I get
may nagsabi na ba sa'yo niyan?
yes, Ate MJ, I get that a lot. Ever since she won in
Talaga?
2012.
So,
Yes, sayang nga.
was that one of the reasons, or like, naka-push ba yun sa'yo to really pursue pageantry? Since successful actually yung journey niya.
It really had an effect on pursuing nationals. Parang
Oh.
people always told me that I should give it a try. Pero I was already doing pageants when she won Miss Universe Philippines or even Miss Universe.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, parang may ano din naman doon, may factor yung pagkapanalo niya.
So, nagbigay ba ng confidence yun sa'yo na parang you see somebody winning national titles, placing, higher placement in Miss Universe pageant, na parang you can see yourself in her, and then that gives me the confidence that I can do it too. Or baka parang
Yes.
may hold back ba na, naku, baka ayaw na nila sa akin kasi baka JP 2.0 ako. May ganun ka bang?
Yes, honestly, I try really hard. Well, sometimes, not, I work
Oo,
on it. Na hindi
oo,
ako nakikita na Janine Togonon,
oo,
wannabe, or
oo,
copycat.
oo.
Of course, there are characteristics or my qualities naman ako that really makes me Lou. And
Mm.
it really reminds them like talaga, it's really the feature, the Filipina features
Right.
that,
Oo.
yes.
I think it's the way
Pero
you
you know,
smile eh. Nakikita ko talaga siya sa'yo habang
yes, coming
nagsasalita.
from you, naniniwala na talaga ako nun.
Oo. Kasi minsan naman, pag sinasabi nilang kamukha, ako din yung unang tao nagsasabi, hindi ko nakikita.
True. If it's
Oo.
you don't see it for yourself talaga.
Right, right. Pero what I noticed is from Cebu Province, Cebu City, and Palawan, lahat kayo probinsyana, like me, North Cotabato.
Yes.
All provincianas. What do you think is the advantage and disadvantage of being a provinciana in a national competition like this? Chantal mo na.
Well, I know that, um, especially in the past, people always assume like, are we talking about in relation to pageants?
Yes.
Oh, where did Lou go? Oh,
Babalik yan. Para
oh.
sa kanya lang yung window na yan.
But yeah, I know a lot of people assume that because you're from the province, you can't do it the way people in Manila would. I know, like, I've gotten some comments, like, because my team in Cebu, they're really hardworking. They're really the highest caliber in Cebu, and not just in Cebu, but also in the Philippines. And so sometimes I have photo shoots here in Manila, and people will say like, "Oh, you're from Cebu." Um, it's good that you're having photo shoots. Parang you can experience like the real experience. Like you have like a real makeup artist and like a real photographer. And I'm like, but us province girls can do that just the same. And
Right.
so that kind of leads to people underestimating us. But especially in recent years, with like Bea, um, uh, Rabia, all of the past queens recently have been from the province. So
Mhm.
um yeah, like it works both ways, sort of. People
Right.
underestimate you too.
Right. How about you,
My wife testing me talaga.
Lou?
Um, yeah, ano yung MJ? Ano ulit yun?
Sabi ko, anong advantage and disadvantage?
Girls from
Yes, probinsya.
nationally,
Oo.
yes, the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages talaga at the end is the girls who do pageants in the provinces have become very competitive. Now, when
Mm-mm.
they come to the nationals, it seems easy na lang for them. I don't
Lag
know if
po.
it's just me or
Medyo lag talaga. Dito muna tayo kay
Chantal
Angel.
and Angelica agree.
Okay, sorry.
Balikan pa
Pero we
natin.
get so much practice. We're in the province. If we were in the province,
Basta competitive daw ang mga probinsyana. Yun yung sabi niya.
Yeah.
Si Angelica.
Okay, so my turn. Well, mga probinsyano and probinsyana, they're known to be, super hardworking, like a
Mm-mm.
hardworking person. And if I will apply it into pageantry, I am thankful because I came from a camp who, that is very supportive and full of people who are also, fan of pageantry.
Mm-mm.
And because of that kind of like passion that they have, parang they're really giving their full time and effort to the aspiring beauty queens in our province. And I agree with Ate Lu na parang we become competitive because of that. And even though we go here in Manila to compete in a national pageant, we have that kind of spirit within us that will show to a lot of people that even though we're provinciana, we can still do things na other beauty queens are doing here in Manila. So and that's one thing that I'm very proud of because of just like what Chantal said, now we're always underestimated because of that. But Provincianas has a lot more to offer, and I can't really wait to offer mine in Miss Universe Philippines.
Oh, di ba? Pero ito naman for Miss Cebu City and Miss Cebu Province, is there any pressure that the current, Miss Universe Philippines is from Cebu? Parang meron bang pressure na nako, we have to keep the crown for the Cebuanos?
yes.
So how do you handle that
Much more.
pressure?
Go ahead, Chantal.
Oh, I was actually gonna say no, not really. I don't really feel much pressure from the Cebuanos because if you walk in Cebu, for example, and you're wearing the sash, they don't say like you have to get a back to back, back to back, back to back. They're so proud of you regardless, and they still want the photo, and they say good luck, we'll pray for you like that, and it makes me so happy that regardless of the outcome, I'll still have made someone proud. So, in that sense, I don't really feel much pressure. The pressure is definitely more internalized. So I definitely want to live up to Bea, of course, and um, I know that I can shine as my own woman, and it's just a matter of whether the universe sees that.
Right, right. Si Lou naman.
Right. For me at the MJ, the pressure by means of the comparison for me joining in 2020 and this year as well. And of course, it's really self-imposed actually. Yeah, what Chantal said, it's not really coming from the Cebuanos. They're actually very proud of us competing, just seeing us excel in the competition and yeah, yun. It's just really on myself because I've joined before and I just really wanted to make sure that there are improvements on my part. And I can say naman, like when I hear feedback from other people, I've definitely done the work. And we just hope for the best come April 30.
And si Angelica parang wala pa talagang nananalo sa from Palawan, 'di ba?
Yeah, but actually, we have two Palaweñas who won a national pageant.
But in Miss Universe Philippines,
Yeah, no, not yet.
wala pa.
Yeah, wala pa.
So far. So parang ano naman yun, paano mo naman hina-handle yung talagang pressure na wanted to bring home the crown sa mga taga Palawan?
Well, actually po, of course, I feel pressured sometimes because being able to be part of the top 32 is already an achievement. And parang everyone's eyes is on me. So parang lagi ko naisip na, oh, everyone is looking at me, my performance, or what can I offer to a lot of people. And sometimes I just really want to make all the Palaweños proud. But then, even though, I'm here, and even though I have that kind of pressure bringing behind me, um, I always think to enjoy the moment, because at the end of the day, you know what matters is I'm really doing the best that I can and giving what I truly have just for this competition. So that's how I'm handling the pressure, actually. Being part of the top 32 in Miss Universe Philippines.
What would you wanted to tell a young girl who's watching us right now na gustong sumali ng national competition in the future?
I would like to tell the young girl to get out of her comfort zone, to not be afraid to stand up for herself. Because actually po, Miss MJ, I was once an introvert, and I never really had that kind of moment in my life wherein I was able to socialize to a lot of people, and I even had that fear to talk to a lot of people. But then once you embrace yourself, accept who you really are, and have that courage to get out of your comfort zone, you will explore a lot of things. And with that, you will be limitless and unstoppable in achieving whatever you want in life. So that's one thing that I want to tell that young girl, to always, be as car- uh, be brave enough to accept herself and get out of her comfort zone, because in that way she will always be in the peak of success. Mm.
Si Chantal naman.
One thing that I would tell the young girls watching is that sometimes not everyone wants you to win, and that's okay. There's going to be people who make fun of you, who bash you, who hate on you, and that's okay because nobody's going to give you this crown. You have to fight for it, and that's what I would tell the young girls.
And Lou.
To all the young girls who's watching us right now, I was once like you, of course, but what really pushed me to pursue this Miss Universe dream is to just focus on the people who support you, on the dreams that you wish to fulfill, and surround yourself with those who are genuinely supportive of you and who loves you. Because if you focus so much on the negativity, yung mga taong talagang they always have a way of saying that you can't make it, then
Right.
you'll definitely not make it. It's like a law of attraction, really. So, and you have the conviction has to come from you that you really want this, that nobody can stop you from fulfilling whatever it is that you want to achieve. So, yun lang yung ma-advise ko sa kanila. It's just to focus on self-improvement, focus on the people who genuinely loves you, and just enjoy the journey. Anything is possible.
Yun. But di ba, joining a national competition such as Miss Universe Philippines is already overcoming a fear. Kasi talagang it's not easy to put yourself out there for people to hate on you and love you. Talagang it's literally pinapain mo yung sarili mo sa mga monster na talagang kakainin ka. But do you still have any other fear that you wanted to conquer after this competition?
For me, it's yes, I'll go ahead.
Go, go, go.
For me, it's the fear of what do you call this? It's the fear of conquering myself, if that makes any sense.
Mm-mm.
It's always that negativity on top of my head at the MJ that although I also convince myself that I'm doing great, that people see that in me, that I can definitely conquer uh, this road to the crown. But there's always that small voice in my head saying that may kulang pa, or there's still something that you can do better on. Pero it's just really that conquering myself, and I hope that I can do that as I go on with this journey for Miss Universe Philippines. Sometimes it's conquering ourselves that makes it really scary.
Mm-mm.
Even though people will tell you na kaya mo, if you don't believe it yourself, then you won't get it.
Chantal.
Similar to what Lou said, I'm really the type of person that when I am passionate about something, I don't like to go down without a fight. I like to go out with a bang. And so everything has to be amazing and perfect and mind blowing. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes you don't have full control over these things. And that's really one of my biggest fear, losing control and then being insignificant. but yeah, that is one thing that I've also been working on, trying to let things happen organically and not trying to force everything. And yeah, that's something that I still fear. So, what about you, Angelica?
Well, as for me, um, losing my control as well, particularly in my mental health,
Mm-mm.
because I believe that our mind determines everything that we will be, doing every single day. So sometimes, when a lot of stress are getting into my nerves, sometimes when things go wrong, I tend to like overthink about it, and sometimes I lose control.
Mm-mm.
But after this, I want to further strengthen my mental health, actually, because I know that I will not be able to share, or motivate other people without being able to empower myself first. So that's one thing that I really want to do, because I know that there's a lot of things in our life that's affecting our mental health,
Mm-mm.
and if we were able to strengthen it, we will be able to do better in everything, or in whatever things that we want to do every single day. So
I agree. At may nabasa kong comment sa baba kanina, sabi, ang mga guests today ay crown worthy. Oh, di ba?
Oh.
Kabog. Et, eto naman, alam niyo yung naiisip niyo minsan ba yung kung hindi ako nagpa-pageant, ganito yung ginagawa ko. If you're not pursuing pageantry right now, aside sa pagpupursue sa mga crush nyo, ano, ano kaya yung ginagawa nyo ngayon?
um me, I think I'm studying. Yeah, studying, because even before I joined Miss Universe Philippines, I was too focused with my academics, so maybe that's one thing that I'm doing right now. Yeah.
So in-stop mo muna yung studies mo for this.
No, I'm actually doing my best to really, um give time as well, even
Mhm.
though I'm super busy, and to check all my requirements. Well, I even sent an excuse letter, and good thing that my college is very supportive with my journey.
Talaga?
Yes, they
Such
even post.
achievement.
Yeah, they even post a pub mat of my face in, yeah, and social
Aw,
media, and they
that's so nice, no?
po.
Here in the Philippines, yes, it's easier to get an excuse. Pero I think in other countries, in European countries, they don't have they don't have that kind of advantage, 'di ba? Kasi talagang Philippines really love pageantry. Talagang when you ask for excuse from work or like whatsoever, parang it's easier for them to understand what we're going to do. Kaya mas supportive. What about you, Chantal?
I, you know what? Opposite to you, Angelica, my school doesn't even know that I'm doing this. Because I study in Germany, so like no use because they won't understand anyway. They'll say, okay, like, why are you telling us this? But yeah, so what I had to do is I had to schedule all of my finals, my exams, because thankfully you can do that in Germany. I had to schedule all of my midterms, all of my, exams for next sem na lang. So
Mhm.
this sem is just a bit more relaxed for me. And yeah, I have to put my work on hold, my teaching work, but you know what? It's fine. It's for the greater good. And as long as I'm still studying, my mom actually doesn't want me to do pageants because she thinks it'll get in the way of my studies, but here we are.
But what will you do if you win?
Oh, what will I do? I still have to focus on my studies. My mom will kill me. Um, so I would have to juggle that one step at a time. Maybe if I win, maybe I'll schedule my midterms for next year. Joke lang naman. We'll see how it goes. One thing at a time. I haven't, I've dreamed about it, but I haven't planned about it yet. So
But that's so amazing, no, na talagang your mom doesn't want you to join beauty pageant because most of the girls that I interviewed here, they are always saying that this has been my mom's lifelong dream. Hello, Madam Samsi, Soup Soup. Pageantry is her mom's lifelong dream. So I mean, like, maraming mga Filipinas na they pursue their mother's dream. That's why they are joining beauty pageant. But with you, you really pursued this despite your mom not wanting you to do it. Why? Where does this, passion of pageantry came from?
are you asking me?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's a long story, but I never was into beauty pageants. I was never into anything beauty related. I was like, I was one of those kids. I didn't like dressing girly. Because growing up, I'm sure you understand. You're kind of like mestiza looking or whatever, or you look like half American, like that, and then half white, and then the titas will tell you if you want to study, if you want to talk about your dreams, they'll say, "Oh, sayang naman, you should do Binibining Pilipinas or Miss Universe Philippines or Miss World Philippines. You should do all of the pageants kasi your beauty, blah blah blah. You should become an artista. You should become a model." And it's like your ambitions become secondary to that.
right.
So for the longest time, I always resented everything beauty pageants. And then I realized also that that's wrong because these women have ambitions, these women have careers also. And why would I deny myself that? And so out of rebellion, I decided I would become a lawyer. So I'm in law school now, and I would become a beauty queen. So two at the same time. So
About multitasking, no?
sorry.
Talk about multitasking. Good for you. Okay, kay Lou naman tayo.
Yes, Chantal is our attorney in the making.
Oo.
She will defend us all. For me, at the MJ, honestly, I've been asking myself that since I joined pageants when I've been in this industry for 14 years since I was 12 years old. So
Wow.
like if I was not a yes, if I was not a beauty queen, I would definitely be ano lang. work inclined. Right now, I'm actually working as a team lead for sales for Kenneth Cobonpe. If you've heard of him at the MJ.
Yes.
Uh, for those who haven't, ano siya, internationally renowned furniture brand and designer. So, team lead ako for him for 3 years now. And even prior to that, um, I actually signed up being part of sales because there was not much going on in the pageant scene for me. It was like an hiatus for me back in 2019, especially after being crowned one of the titles in Binibining Cebu. So, in one of our conversations, Sir Kenneth asked me, "What do you do aside from beauty pageants?" Sabi ko lang, I wait for modeling or hosting jobs. And that is when he offered me, there was an opening Dow for sales. So after that, I really actually prayed to have like a stable job, an 8 to 5 job, and I was granted. And yun nga, if I was not doing pageants, I would probably doing anything like a whole day, work related schedule. And there's also the possibility of really engaging to hosting um opportunities, because I've been doing that since I've been into pageantry. Then there was also that plans joining my sister in another country. So there's a lot going on, really.
Right.
But this has been my career at the MJ for like 14 years. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Grabe, 14 years ha? Kasi ako talaga parang sinabi ko sa sarili ko dati na hindi ako magna-national competition unless I finish my college degree. So yun nga, that's
Yes.
I did finish my college and then went to Manila to join national competition. But do you get nervous at all? Like you've been on the stage for so many years for, 'di ba? Again and again, parang siguro nagiging ano mo na secondary home mo na yung stage with judges in front na parang this is such a familiar setup. Like do I still get nervous?
Yes, I do still get nervous about the MJ. It's always a different stage every time. Even though you've done it for how many years now, there's still that jitter. Of course, you never really know what will happen to you on that specific stage. So yeah, meron pa rin naman kaba.
May kaba pa rin. Kasi kung walang kaba, baka hindi mo rin mapakita yung best mo, no? So you really have to find,
True.
oo, dapat meron pa rin. Pero, may napansin ba kayong anything na nag-change since Miss Universe Philippines started sa inyo?
No.
Sino mo una?
Go, Angelica.
Okay. Well, I think I've become more approachable and friendly because sometimes it's really unavoidable kapag sa local pageant. Sometimes people are becoming super competitive na they get to tend to forget the purpose of the competition or the pageant. So but with joining Miss Universe Philippines, it's like every morning whenever we go downstairs and the shoots is already starting. It's like you always say hi to the people around you. Did you eat already? Hello guys, good morning. It's like positive vibes only. So I think that's one thing that I'm loving with myself actually, and I'm thankful that I have come this far
Right.
because you know given the fact that I was an introvert, parang it's a big step for
Oo
me to
naman.
be able to transform, into that kind of person po. So, yun.
I can relate with you because I started with that. Dati pag lalabas na ako, makakita ko ng maraming tao, mamamawis ng kilikili. Pero ngayon, makapal ng mukha. That's good. That's a big step for you. How about you, Chantal?
In what way did we change, right?
Yeah.
Universe Philippines. Okay, yeah, I would say it became more determined because before when I would be in a situation that required, or that tested me a little bit, I was always quite complacent in the sense where I would tell myself, okay, if I don't get it, it wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant for this anyway. But now I really want to take matters into my own hands because this is something that I've become so passionate about. And this is not something that I'm willing to let go just like that. And so this has become something that I've been micromanaging for every waking moment. So I wake up and I make a list. What do I have to do today? What do I have to accomplish? And then at night I review that list. And if I haven't completed that list, I will not sleep until I have. And so it's really made me into. It's really lit a fire within me that this is something that I need to achieve for my own sake, for my own sanity. And Lou is gone.
Okay, later na
Again.
si Lou. My next question, ayan na siya, ayan na siya. Ayun, huwag kang ma-stress, okay lang yan.
Sige, tao.
Pag, pag hindi ka nakahabol, babawi ka. Nag-freeze na siya. Ayan, okay na,
Can
okay na.
you see
Narinig mo ba?
me? Okay.
Oh no.
Great. Akin.
Oh,
Sabi na ni Kumu, signal mo best, kapit lang.
Oh no. Pero narinig mo, ayan, okay na, bumalik ka na.
Bumalik na. Eto,
Ayan, okay na.
my wave is so lag.
Clear naman yung audio mo, naririnig namin.
Oh, great. Ano ngayon, Ate MJ, what has changed in me since
Yeah, mga
MUPH?
napansin mo. Oo.
Oh, there's so much faith that's grown in me. Sabi ko nga, I've always doubted myself in everything that I do. And I don't know why I do that. I've always been so encouraging of other people in every endeavor they partake on. Pero when it comes to me, do you
Make
guys
the
get
part
that feeling?
yourself.
Pero,
Oo.
oh.
oh, 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 oh,
I-audio mo muna. I-audio mo muna. Baka kaya.
like, I don't know why that is with us human beings, pero with hindi ko talaga alam eh.
Oh. Oh no.
Sayang naman. Ang ganda na nung sinasabi niya. Anyways, eto, bago tayo, kasi patapos na tayo ng ating stream. Syempre pabalik na kayo ng bubble again, right? Malapit na yung preliminary, malapit na yung finals. Ano pa ba yung mga expectations ninyo and excited kayo sa mga darating na activities and towards the culmination of the pageant?
Angelica, you wanna go first? Oh, you. Is she
Ikaw daw, Chantal, go.
is she muted? Ah,
Yeah.
go first, go.
Yeah, I was talking. Di ko alam muted pala ako. Sige, go na siya.
Go, go, go. You go first. You go first. You were already talking.
Okay, sige. So my expectations, I think the activities will become more stressful since every one of us will be super busy. Yeah, and of course, yun na yung moment of ano like thinking about the coronation night. The pressure will be felt during those times. So, yeah, I guess those are my expectations. So, I'm just preparing myself for it and getting ready for what lies ahead. So, yeah.
Lou, go na Lou. Habang kumakapit pa.
Oh no.
Oh my God. I swear, the moment I saw
Ah.
I-audio mo lang. I-audio mo lang.
it, sige,
Yan, yan.
how about that?
Yan, that's better.
Yan?
Oo. Ano pang mga expectations mo? Syempre, you've done this already, di ba? Malapit na yung pageant night, the culmination of the pageant.
Yeah, I think just to finish off what I said earlier, so many there's so much faith.
Mm-mm. Even the audio, hindi na kumapit. Ayaw na talaga.
Oh my gosh, Ate MJ, sorry talaga nito. Hindi ko talaga
Sometimes
to
it's
sinasadya.
yan, yan, yan. Okay lang, okay lang.
Ano, biggest expectation. Biggest expectation. Natatawa ako sa mga comments. Probably, finishing on top. Is that a big expectation?
Yeah.
No, really is just doing good in the competition. Kasi syempre naman Ate MJ, just being honest to goodness, of course, I would expect to do great and finish great, even though, I don't land the, even if I don't land any of the titles, I would just like to show everyone the things that I've been working on, like myself, my styling, especially compared to my 2020 stint. And yeah, it's mostly just about the self growth that MUPH has brought for me. So, yun po. Just for the best, hoping for the best naman. It's more on hoping and not expecting too much.
Right. And Chantal.
Well, I have high expectations for the experience itself, not just, not just the idea of getting the crown, but more so being the idea of being on the stage finally with fans again after 2 years or 3 years almost, and having almost a full crowd. That seems amazing, and that seemed so impossible just a year and two ago.
Right. Right.
That I'm really just so eager and excited to hear the cheers and hear people screaming and clapping, regardless of whether it's for me or for another girl. I'm just sure it's gonna be so exciting. So that's what I'm expecting and looking forward to.
Yes, I'm excited as well.
Final
Me too.
question.
Oh my gosh.
Why should you win Miss Universe Philippines? Chantal, go.
Okay. Growing up, I never thought that I would amount to anything because at the peak of my depression, not many people know that I struggle a lot in my life with my mental disorders. At the peak of my depression, I would see, these beautiful women on these stages, and I would tell myself, you are never going to live up to that because these women are so glamorous, they are so put together, and they are on this stage doing the impossible. And I never thought that I could ever become a woman like this because I had never seen these women truly ever struggle because of how much the media stigmatized mental struggles. And so, up until now, I have worked to become a woman on one of these stages. And I now stand here not just as what is beautiful, but also what is broken and scarred. And I want to show to people that that ultimately is okay, regardless of whether you feel beautiful, whether you feel tired and exhausted, regardless of what you feel, you are worthy of your time to shine. And so that is what I represent, and that is what I would love to bring to the universe, if I may. Thank
Yay.
you.
How about Angelica? Thank you, Grachi.
As someone who have experienced poverty, lost my mom as well 3 years ago, and who grew up to be an independent woman that I am now today, I have learned to be resilient because I have faced difficulties in my life that I was able to utilize up until today. And you know what? I always think of myself as someone who is too low because I am not the most pretty, I am not the most sexy, or the most smart. But with the platform of Miss Universe, I was able to realize that it's more than what meets the eye. It's more about, beyond superficial. And that's what I want other people to see me. I want to bring my resiliency to Miss Universe Philippines platform to further inspire people around me to do the same thing. That whatever the difficulties that they are experiencing in life, they will be able to achieve it. And that's why I believe that I am uniquely beautiful. And that's why I believe as well that I deserve to be the next Miss Universe Philippines 2022.
Ganon. How about you, Lou, kung kaya pa? Hi, Lou.
Ate MJ, kumusta sa
Ayan.
signal mo, bes? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Diyos ko, Lord. Hello. Ayan.
Oo. Last na. Last question na. Kaya yan.
Um,
Sino?
when I decided to join again this year, yan,
Mm-mm.
kapit, kumakapit talaga ako dito eh.
Makapit. Makapit.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go, go, go.
Okay, the moment I decided to join again this year. Oh my god.
Okay lang. Naririnig ka namin. Clear na clear. Hi, Lou. Andyan ka pa ba?
Hello?
Ayan, okay na. Isang diretso kasi medyo clear pa.
Ha- ha- Okay. The moment I decided to join again this year, it's always this question that is on top of my head. Who am I doing this for? Sometimes I wonder if it's much about fulfilling my dreams or it's about being that role model that people always look up to. I have been speaking to a lot of people recently on how everything that's been happening has affected their mental health, which is really close to my advocacy as well. And I want to become that person that can
Sayang naman yung answer, Mars. Yung... Ayan, nagsend na ng crown si Grachi. Naku, okay lang yan. Babawi si Lou. Ayaw na ng internet connection niya.
Give
Na
up na. Chat niya na lang daw po sa'yo, Miss MT.
Oo, chat mo na lang. Ako na magbabasa for you with feelings. Promise. Anyway, so the girls are packing and getting ready to fly to Boracay tomorrow. But I really, really appreciate the time joining us tonight and ang mga excited na pageant fans dahil napakalapit na ng culmination ng inyong journey. So, ang advice ko sa inyo talagang live the moment, enjoy every single minute of the pageant journey, enjoy these memorable moments with your sisters because it's going to be so hard to even have like 10 beautiful girls in one place at the same time. Ang hirap na niyan, 'di ba, after this. So, enjoy this chaotic time. I know that it's so hard to manage 32 girls to do the same thing at the same time, faster na. Alam niyo 'yon kasi 'di ba, ang hirap talaga mag-manage ng maraming tao, but still be patient. Always be patient and understanding of your surroundings and you know other sometimes things are gonna go against your way or like you don't like what's happening around you, but it is what it is. MUPH is such a beautiful journey, so enjoy nyo yan and good luck sa inyo. Hi Lou, ano, kaya pa ba? Gusto mo i-try? Gusto mo i-try?
Hello?
Gusto mo ng
Can you...
redemption? Gusto mo i-try?
Nagbababay na si Ate MJ.
Hindi, okay lang kung gusto mong i-try.
How's that? Am I
Okay.
better now?
Sige, bilisan mo para bago ka maabutan ng cut ng internet.
Ano na yun? Oh my gosh, wala na naman ako sa tanong. Why should I be the next?
Yes. Nasa kalahati ka na nun.
Okay, where did I leave off? Yun nga po, I really want to become I want to become the voice of those who are too afraid to speak up their minds. And I believe that I am the person for this job.
Short and sweet na. Basta yun na yun. Abangan nyo na lang siya. And I'm really, really confident that
Guys.
these women are gonna do well on the pageant night dahil narinig nyo naman po palaban ang mga probinsyana. Talagang laging kinakatakutan yan sa national competitions. Dahil alam nilang, kasi syempre pag ikaw yung sumusugod sa bagong place, di ba, nasa fighting form ka eh, nasa fight mode ka, di ba, hindi ka na nadidistract. Kaya siguro, laging victorious yung mga probinsyana pag pumupunta ng Maynila to compete. Well, I will be there. I'll be cheering for you girls. I'm really excited makarinig ng mga hiyawan sa pageant night. And good luck sa inyo. Enjoy nyo yung pageant journey nyo at that's going to be one for the books. Good luck!
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you so much po, Miss
Thank
MJ,
you,
for
Ate
that.
MJ.
Supporting you girls. Kaya nyo yan. Galingan nyo. Bye!
Bye, Chantal. Bye, Ate Lu.
Bye.
Bye, Miss MJ. Thank you.
Bye. See you
Bye!
tomorrow.
Kayo, good luck sa Boracay. Laban lang mga girls.